What's up guys, in today's video I'm going to be breaking down my race at USF. I'm going to be giving y'all some tips and tricks about how you can race better and learn from this one right here. So to start things off, I'm going to apologize for the low quality of the video. Sometimes when you're moving files and stuff there can just be issues with that. But yeah, let's get into this thing. So first of all, it was pretty hot out today. Base temperature was like 85 degrees and the heat index was somewhere in the 90s. So during this warm up, I had made sure that I drank enough water. I was stretching like 3 hours before my race. I even did hurdle drills to just stay active beforehand, just keep my body moving and, you know, make sure I was completely prepared. And I found myself in the outside lane to begin with. This guy right here, he's a JUCO guy from Lake Sumter State. I've raced him a couple times before. He's really good. And then I'm kind of following in second right there for, I believe, the first 300 meters. Really right now, I'm just thinking about my positioning. Am I in a good spot? Is nobody trying to make a crazy move to just push this thing really hard? And to be honest, we go out not that fast. We got on like a 48 300 or something like that. And yeah, so for, you know, what I'm trying to run, this is not that fast. This guy right here at USF, he's really good. I think he's a freshman, but yeah, he's kind of a dog. And this other guy, he tries to make a move as well. I'm starting to fade back a little bit because I just want to make sure that I'm in still good positioning and we're not pushing it too hard. I can tell that this guy, he really wants to run a good time, so he's going to push it really hard, and the rest of the pack is going to follow too. But to be honest, we kind of run this race tactically to begin with, and I want to make sure that if we're running a tactical race, that I'm going to have my kick, you know, ready at the end. So, and we kind of all bunch up here. And I'm still in good positioning right here, but soon you'll see me fall back even further. And going into this third lap, 1500, this is where you have to put in a majority of your work, and you're going to be hurting. But yeah, so we come through. Let's see, I'm going to pause it for a second. I'll go back, run it again. We come through 700. The lead pack looks like 153, and I come through like 154. So I don't know exactly what that 800 split is, but if we do some math right now, I want to say we come through at like 210, 212. No, maybe even. Okay, well, at least we get a, so first guy comes in at about 210. Yeah, I think 210 is first guy, 212 me. So what I'm trying to run here, 212 is extremely slow, like astronomically slow. So I'm here and I'm just like, okay, how do I make up this ground in the second half of this race? This guy out front, I think he's from Tampa, their D2 school. They've got some dogs before. If you don't know who, oh my gosh, what is his name? They had before he transferred to UVA, there's an 800 guy that won a national title, and he used to race at Tampa. So Tampa is known to put out some really good distance guys. And obviously USF has won national titles before, so yeah, there's some really good guys in this race. I want to make sure that I'm in a manageable position to catch these guys, but I'm not trying to strain myself too hard. Just to make sure that, you know, I still have that closing kick at the end. Come through bell lap right here. I'm still in good position. And you're gonna start to see me really make some ground on these guys. They're all trying to fight for, you know, the win, and so you'll see them jostle back and forth, and they're really going to use a lot of energy to try and, you know, get past these guys in this pack. But I've kind of found myself in a good spot because all I have to do is catch these guys. I don't have to worry about fighting through that pack and going to lane 2 or even sometimes lane 3. So now that they all thinned out, I can make my move. And I'm really thinking right here with 100 to go, I'm feeling really good. I can see the end time right now, and I'm like, if I finish this race, I can run, you know, really past my goal of breaking 4. I even thought at one moment I was going to run like 356, 357. And so, yeah, I just really want to win this race, and I want to get a good time. But right now I'm just focused on my positioning, and I'm going to swing around the corner in my kick. And so I thought that maybe if I had another 100 meters, I could have caught those front guys, but I'm just fighting right here. Boom, cross the line, 359, first ever sub 4. There's different ways you convert it, but I want to put it in my books as like around a 416 mile conversion, just because I closed in a 59 this last lap, so I know that I definitely had a lot of room to go. And just, yeah, if I had even better pacing in this race, I probably could have automatically shaved off a couple seconds. Yeah, I finished this race. My body is like, what did you do to it? You just ran a 59 last lap, and you're running 65, 66 the entire race. So, yeah, this was a great race. Congrats to all the guys that ran in this. Thanks for pulling me through. Yeah, so that's it right there. A couple things you can learn from this race. A, you can always come back. If you're, the last 400 meters of a mile or the last 200 meters of an 800, there's always room for you to come back if you tactically run the race well and you're thinking about your game plan beforehand. If you just go into a race and you're just like, I'm going to do, whatever it is once I hit the line, then it's probably not going to work out well for you. But if you think about, okay, this is what I'm going to make my move, this is how I'm going to run the race. And for me, I'm more of a sitting kicker. So I found myself in a good position the last 400 meters, and I almost caught the front pack. The second thing is make sure that you prepare before the race. 99% of the time, the race is won or lost, or a PR is ran months and months and months before the race even starts. But if you're not preparing before the race, then you're definitely not going to be gaining any ground, and you're definitely going to inhibit your performance. So that's why I talked about stretching hours beforehand. I was eating everything I needed to the day before. I was keeping my stress levels at a low. I was trying to calm, my pre-race anxiety, performance, stuff like that. And just drinking as much water as I can. Because again, heat index was in the 90s somewhere. So that's really hot. And then you add, the track temperature, and that increases a couple degrees. So yeah, but if you enjoyed this race breakdown, thank you so much. If you want to chuck a subscribe, a like, a comment, maybe tell me what I should have done better in that race, or ask some questions about, some stuff that you guys need. So hope you all have a great day, and peace out.